Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm your host, ANA KINSKY. Hey, yo, I got a question. Why do people sit back and think that Christ was white? He wasn't. I can prove this shit. Stick with me now. Now, Caesar Borgia was the son of Rodriguez Borgia, the sixth son of Rome. This same Roman government did finance the slave trade, which Caesar Borgia had an affair with Leonardo da Vinci. He was gay, and he also had sex with his sister. Essentially, that's weird as shit. That's some fucking strange shit. I don't understand that. But look, how the fuck did motherfucking Caesar Borgia end up becoming the picture, the false image of Christ? Because they wanted the Roman government, the Vatican, wanted to enslave minorities after so this is years. This is a long time after the time frame when Christ was strung up on a tree. The Bible says he was strung on a tree. So when you think about since we're on the subject matter, we think about a tree. The word tree represents the trap you can't escape from. This means he was in a little T-shaped joint. The thing about it was when he was in the tree, somebody the same way our ancestors were hung from trees by the Ku Klux Klan. This essentially means as a fourth that we went into the same persecution as the Son of God during slavery. Anyway, now if you think about it, when you think about slavery, the financial of governments would have been the Ashkenazi Jews from Germany, the Freemasons, which like have a link all the way back to the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar are the ones that work for the fucking Vatican, which means the Vatican itself financed slavery. And to this day, that's who runs the world. But that's a long story short. But in itself, going back to Caesar Borgia and so forth, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to have an image. They whitewashed an image of a black man, put an image of a white man. Because the fact that they didn't want us to remember that the Son of God was a black man. And Christ is a black man. And Yahweh and God or Yahweh is a black man. And the 12 tribes of is black, Hispanic, Native, Aboriginal people, the children of God, and all of us is technically God's. True, but that's why they did it, so they could have a false image of Christ to enslave every nationality. This essentially means and so forth that, like I was saying, and so forth about racism and all that sort of stuff. Racism started with the Vatican because you got to predate Germany. So then you got to go to Vatican. So this should be part two of that joint. Because at first, don't say we talking about Germany, now we talking about the Vatican, which truly runs the world. The Vatican. I mean, I don't have to go into how when you think about all these organized religions and so forth. Why can you go from one slave master to another slave master and not still be a slave after? No, exactly. So I should have to go in and talk about how Egyptians enslaved the minorities of Israel descent, or how Arabian government still to this day sells African slaves, and our African roots go to the Igbo tribe, Ethiopian, which is essentially Israel, which essentially is Judah or Yahweh, that same tribe that Christ came from, proving that Christ was a Negro, a black man, just like us so-called African Americans, right? But anyway, I digress. I'm simply just trying to tell you, saying that Christ was not a motherfucking Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains of Russia. He was not a Neanderthal. He was a melanated, pigmented man just like me, you, and everyone else. So they lied in the Vatican. All right, so leave comments, hit the subscribe button. Real talk. I'm out. Peace.